So apparently I've retired, I've been fired, Beyonce hates me, we're beefing. Everyone has had a field day with their own rumors. So I'm just here to set the record straight and tell my story in my voice. Let's actually go there. NDA style, of course, between us. Welcome to Next Destination Ahead. I just feel like it's time for me to start using my voice for good. As a dancer, we're taught to use our bodies, obviously. That is our tool, and that's what we perform with and how we speak. But also dancers, we're taught, it's part of our culture to know to be quiet and just like do the job, you know what I mean? I definitely think people, for anyone who has like public image or is publicly somewhat known, there's always a preconceived like idea of how they think a person is, and I've had tons of people come up to me and say, oh my gosh, you're so much nicer than I thought you were, or I didn't expect you to talk to me, or I didn't even expect you to respond to my DM or something, when people are showing love and whatnot, So I think people don't know my personality, my true personality, and I would like people to learn more of my true personality and like who I am as a person. I have a lot of love to give. Yeah, a lot of love and light and education to just give people. And I feel like also like, as life goes on and like as we grow older and like you learn people and go through things as an adult and stuff, you just realize like there's not a lot of great people out there, if we're honest, And then people who, I feel like there's a lot of gatekeeping, like people are gatekeepers. So I don't know, I just don't want to be that. I want to be someone who shares and helps, and yeah, I can give you my resources too. We're all in this together, we're like all in this together, so let's help each other. Frank Gatson has been in my life from the beginning of my professional career. He is kind of responsible of like discovering me. We met when I was 17. He gave me my first Beyonce opportunity. And he's been like a father figure and, industry father and mentor ever since. And he said it since the day I met him, and it's been stuck in my head since. I think anyone who's met him has heard this and knows this saying, but he's always said, share the light, sparkle brighter. That has been a slogan of my life for so long, and I am so grateful and blessed that he said that to Beyonce very early on, and she also understands and lives by that concept and is not afraid to share her light. She's been a pioneer of sharing her light, and it's made her even more beautiful and bright and powerful, I've been able to learn from her and see that and experience it firsthand, and I want to do the same, plain and simple. Eggs in multiple baskets, I say, because as a dancer, if your dance job is done, then what, So a lot of dancers learn how to do makeup, they're hairstylists, they're yoga instructors also, they're, Pilates teachers, they're gym people, like whatever else you align with, I say start following those passions as well, so your eggs can just be spread out and you can start planting seeds. You see where I'm going there? See how I rolled back into it? Planting seeds, so then later on, your flowers can bloom and your garden can flourish. And so I feel like I'm in my season of, I've planted my seeds and everything is being watered and I'm starting to see blooming. Definitely seen some blooming in different areas and fields, but girl, I'm constantly watering and I'm constantly planting, and I just want constant growth. This season of my life is the flourishing of the seeds being planted and pouring into that. But I feel like dancers too, and this is like what we need to stop doing, I feel like dancers start doing it after they're done dancing. And so we need to start doing it sooner so you got like multiple streams of income, Like when I started doing content creation, I was still dancing, but then, girl, I was like, this content creation is much less back-breaking than it is being in an 8-hour rehearsal, and the coin is cuter, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but that's why I say eggs in multiple baskets, so you can at least do the physically hard stuff, and then if you wanna sit on a couch and film yourself, you can too, you know? And hopefully those all turn into different streams of income. But yeah, dancers, I think, need to start doing that sooner, because lately, I feel like now that I've done it and like transitioned into, I think, my new career paths and, you know, the next chapters in my life, I have a lot of dancers and friends and acquaintances coming up to me and asking like, what did you do and how did you like transition and you know, go into this new field so smoothly? I think I chose content because throughout my career, I've been building a platform, an audience. And then I looked around and I had all these followers and I'm like, okay, how do I connect with them? And what do I do with them? You know, like how do I connect with them deeper? What is it? And what can I share that I'm allowed to share too? Because that's really what got me into content creation. I was like, I want to share more of what I do. But a lot of dance stuff I was not allowed to because I was on an NDA. So I was like, well, I wash my face every day. I'm gonna share my face routine. I do my hair every day and let me show how I do my hair. That's what opened up new fields for me: beauty, hair, lifestyle, all of that. I guess that's how content creation became my next choice, was having the audience, building the platform and the fan base, I guess, and now wanting to do something with it. I'm going to be responding to comments and answering questions online in the next episodes of NDA. So if you guys have any, drop them below so I can feature your comment and answer your questions properly. Thank you. Being in front of the camera in this space is a new challenge. I'm used to being on and performing and getting in a character and like 5, 6, 7, 8 lights, camera, action, you know? But using my voice, I mean, girl, even acting auditions still make me nervous because I'm like, I have to memorize lines, and it's a different kind of performance, a different kind of delivery. Using your words and my memory bank, I can remember dance steps like no problem, but words are a different thing. And even trying to articulate yourself, you know, it's like, it's vulnerable putting yourself out there and not wanting to sound stupid. Like, let's be honest, we don't want to sound dumb. I just want to be authentic and genuine, and I feel like that's the best way to connect with people. I find myself going into like a habit sometimes of like when we're on camera, even in the beginning of this episode, y'all, I was like so stiff, like, we're on camera now and I can't say anything incorrect and da-da-da-da, I'm a dancer, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have to like relax and remember I'm a human too, with a voice, and it matters and people want to hear it. Where have I been, girl? I have been working on other things. No, that's what everybody wants to know. Where have I been? How dare you have another life outside or a life outside of Dancing with Beyonce, right? Isn't that crazy? The Renaissance Tour was the first tour I did not participate in since 2007. So I understand it is a very big deal. I do understand that. But all these rumors and all the narratives that are out there, I mean, people just woke up and chose violence, clearly, because it's not all true, obviously. None of it. I mean, I don't even know. I don't think any of it's true. Have I seen one true one? Have you seen one true one? You don't know what's true. Like I said earlier, I've just been planting lots of seeds. Touring is one thing I have learned. It is a huge sacrifice to anything else you got going on. You have to give up a lot to go out on the road, perform every night, and, you know, travel like constantly. So it's really hard to like do other things at the same time. So I didn't do the Renaissance because of that. And then I did do the Cowboy Carter Christmas show. And then everyone thought I was gonna be on the Cowboy Carter tour. And then I wasn't on the Cowboy Carter tour, just because dance is not my full-time job anymore. Did I? Girl, no, I didn't fall out with Beyonce. Have you seen the video of when I came to the Renaissance tour and she shouted me out and she was like, Ashley, we love you. And she's like floating in the sky and I was like, I love you. We did not fall out. There's no fallout. Beyonce and I are cool. I did the Christmas show. We hugged, we chatted, we caught up, everything. And then I went to the Cowboy Carter show and everything is all good. We're great. There's no beef. There's no beef, people. Everything's all good. Kelly, Michelle, we're all good, right? I'm like the fourth member of Destiny's Child at this point. Julius, let me give Julius some love.
Kelly on tour with Monica and Brandy. She's like, I'm not even in this.
But that's what I mean. I just went to go see Kelly. Like, you know, it's like, we're all family. Everybody needs to shut up with all the rumors. Okay, well, I will say it on camera, and whether this makes the edit or not, we will see.
Yeah.
But just like Miss Tina, I liked a photo that I saw before reading the caption, and then I unliked it as soon as I read the caption. But when people see that one like and your name on there, they screenshot and everything. Someone, I think, made me aware of what the caption said, and then I was like, oh my God, I literally liked it because it was an album cover photo, you know, and then didn't read. So that was my lesson. I think Miss Tina's been there too, okay? Miss Tina catching strays. You're right there with me, girl. You liked stuff and didn't read it. We're human, damn it. That's it, that's all it was. Oh my gosh, can we dead it? I will happily perform with Beyonce again, actually. Take with that what you want, people. I will happily dance with Beyonce again. So all the rumors and all the backlash that's been going on online, I think the biggest lesson I've learned from it is A, not to take it personal because these people don't know you. They don't know anything. They don't know anything close to the truth because all these rumors are not true, clearly. Okay, so NDA is a podcast, obviously. We're here, we're talking, we're chatting. And it's also an acronym that does not stand for non-disclosure agreement. It actually stands for next destination ahead. So this is not about gossip and messiness. We are here to inspire, to share, to educate. I'm gonna be doing some solo episodes because I just wanna talk and speak and get my voice out and be heard. And I'm gonna be bringing guests on who are gonna be sharing some of their expertise as well. And we're just gonna have great conversations and connect that way and share with everybody. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. It's gonna be good. So my whole origin story starts in Chico, California, my hometown, born and raised. My mom, when she had her first and only daughter, I'm the baby girl. I have two older brothers. She was like, I'm gonna put my baby girl in dance. And so she threw me in ballet. I grew up doing ballet, jazz, tap, hip hop. I did nutcrackers every Christmas and competitions every spring. So versatility was a huge thing for me. And then when I was 16, I moved to New York. I started training at Alvin Ailey. And while I was training at Alvin Ailey, I honestly thought I was about to be in the Alvin Ailey company and that was gonna be my world. But I ran into and met Frank Gatson, Beyonce's choreographer, in the halls, and he invited me in the room, introduced me to Beyonce. That was my first time meeting a superstar, and her, obviously. This is back in 2006. I was 17. And yeah, what happened after that? Oh, let's see. There was a Beyonce audition after that, and Frank recognized me from that time meeting him in the hallway. And honestly, from there, the rest is kind of history, because once they picked me up, we just got going and it never stopped. I think I just really just want to educate and share my experiences, because I feel like a lot of, I know for me, I just had to learn things by going through it, and then talking with people after, they're like, oh yeah, well, same or whatever. And it's like, well, no one warned me that it was gonna be like this. You know what I mean? I'm basically trying to give a voice to the background. The people in the background are such a huge role in all of this, and it wouldn't be possible without even y'all behind all these cameras and stuff, the lights and stuff. It wouldn't be possible without all of us being here. And I have been the background and the help and the assistant, the Batman, the Robin to the Batman, but the quiet one. And we don't know, as a dancer, we don't speak. So no one knows what I have to say. I think at this point in life now, I'm not afraid to use my voice and to talk as much as I once used to. At one point, I was very scared to speak up and felt like maybe what I had to say wouldn't be valid or no one would learn from it. But now I know I have a lot to share. I know people can learn from me. I know I can help. So that's what's in it for me. And I want to give other people the same platform to do the same. So if you're here, buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy, wild ride, but a fun one. NDA is between us, but feel free to tell everyone. I'm your host, Ashley Everett. I'll see you guys next time.